Rightio, Campbells comments on location. Catching up with Mr. 100 man, Jackie Law. Firstly, welcome, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
100 wins is a significant milestone in anyone's career. I think even listening to Johnny Caldo and the likes when they do them over and over again, it means a lot. What did it mean yesterday for you, mate?
Yeah, it was obviously a big achievement, I guess. But they are all. It's not just your 100th. They all count, don't they? And yesterday, it just felt like another win. Even though I know it is a great achievement, and something that I'm proud of. But every single time you win a race, you're still happy. And I don't sort of try to keep count of them or where I'm at. But obviously I am proud of it. But they all add up. They all count.
There was a post put on social media, I think on Twitter, and I think they're a bit tongue-in-cheek. You're picking up the round yard in Tasmania, and they said at the parade, and they said he's come a long way from picking up the poo in the parade. But 4 years ago, you were in Tassie, and you made the decision to come here, and you've had some highs and some lows. Did you ever think something like this was achievable?
Probably not. No, when I first decided I would come over here for a try, my plan was only to be here for maybe 12 months and go back home. I came over and I worked for Andy and Kate for about 12 months, and they were terrific to work for, and gave me a good start over here. And I worked for Gav for a little bit, and I never ever thought of actually moving home once I got here, so yeah, even though my plan was only to be here for a short time and move back home, I kind of liked living here and going to the races every day and just the opportunities that are about here. So I never thought that I would actually come as far as I have. I just thought, be working in a stable and getting a wage and maybe have a couple drives here or there. So I'm happy with how it's going.
So as tongue-in-cheek as the photo was last night, picking up a parade ring was sort of something that you thought maybe that's something you've got to do a little bit more often of.
I thought I could be stuck with that, yeah, but no, it's gone the right way.
It's gone enormous. Firstly, 4 winners yesterday. Is that the first time you've driven 4?
Nah.
You've done a few times. That's okay. I wasn't sure.
Only at Mildura it happens, but yeah.
You're doing a great job at Mildura. You say about when you're learning. We're here at Eric Anderson's property, and if anyone's wondering if there's a little bit of gibbering and jabbering going on, it is Glenn. These guys have done a great job to you, and we're not going to delve too much into it, but they've really stuck by you. They've looked after you, in a lot of ways, haven't they?
Yeah, the first season I was over here, I had my first drive for them, and Eric and Glenn have been happy to keep me on pretty much ever since then. Like through regional, obviously we couldn't get together, but now more than ever, especially they're backing me. Eric and Glenn and Julie are happy to let me drive the ones at Mildura or Ellen. We sort of take turns and sort of the second stringers, and they've really backed me really well, especially the last probably 6 months, but the whole way through.
You don't like interviews too often and you get a little bit nervous. He had every right to be looking over his shoulder, but I must say he was very well behaved. But they have done a great job behind the scenes as well as looking after you. I can't hold you up for too long because you're on your way to Cranbourne, mate. But I just want to say well done. A lot of guys on Campbell's comments say to me that I've got to get you on for an interview. I can tell you, as I've told him that I was here 5 minutes ago, it is the longest shower I've ever known anyone to have. And then when I rang him and said I'm here, he goes, I'm in the shower. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on. And you do have to go to Cranbourne, mate, tonight. But I just think as an achievement, as a young man in the sport, I think well done. I'm going to do more of these with you, whether you like it or not. We are going to catch up and do some more. I'd love to just sit down and have a chat about your whole journey one day, if you wouldn't mind, as to where you've gone, because I think you're good at role model for young kids going there, because you were at rock bottom. You couldn't have got a lot lower. You weren't getting drives. You were really sort of struggling to get drives, and it hasn't been that long, and you've turned it right around.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, Paul. I agree. I agree with you there. There definitely has been highs and lows since coming over here, but at the moment I couldn't ask for anything more. It's going better than I ever expected.
I can tell you now, mate, you've got a lot of support, a lot of people on Campbell's comments. Have been, as I said, they keep hounding me, want me to do these interviews, so I really appreciate you giving me the time, mate. Very, very quickly, do you have a winner at Cranbourne for the guys, anyone that watches this before we go?
Oh, yeah. I don't like tipping horses at Cranbourne. It's just
don't do it then. I don't ask people, so that's fine, mate.
No, so I hate the track.
Yep.
Sorry, people at Cranbourne, but I don't like the track at all. It's leader, fence bias, and I don't really think I've probably got the draws tonight to be tipping any.
No, I actually like it, and that's what Campbell's comments is about. It's not about the punt. I just thought I'd ask it.
All good.
Jack, thank you very much. You better get going, otherwise Glennie will be yelling at us. He has just walked off and left us alone too, which is very, very good. But thank you very much, Jackie Law.